Here I'll demonstrate mixing Versacryl. It's a good idea to mark your pipettes. As you can see here, we've got S for softener liquid. It's a good idea to mark your pipettes so you don't mix them up and contaminate your liquids. You want predictable results, and we do supply you with pipettes, so there's no reason for you to use the same pipette for both liquids. I'll mix up a mix here. Just doing for demonstration purposes. I think I put in about 7 drops of that and 5 drops of soft, 4 drops there. So to mix it up, just pour the powder in slowly and mix at the same time, so that when you reach your desired consistency you stop mixing. That seems quite fine there, and that's the sort of consistency that you're looking at. It is a good idea to start applying it as soon as you mix it, so that you get nice even adaptation, but there are other ways of doing it as well. Here I've just wet the model. It's a good idea to separate, but I've just wet it, and the Versacryl will not stick to the model when it's wet, and I'm applying it around the tooth here. This is similar as to what you do on a gasket clasp. So that way we place the Versacryl around the tooth there. And it's just a matter of getting some water and wetting your fingers. Don't use monomer to wet the Versacryl and push it around. All you need is just straight water. Wet your fingers thoroughly, and you can play around with the Versacryl. Still gives you enough time because it's reached that gel state now, and you can push it around and place it into the undercuts, which is clearly demonstrated here. And at this stage here, it's also ready to trim. I'll just take this very sharp scalpel, and it's very easy to trim, so don't be afraid of slightly over contouring, because you can always trim it back, and it's quite easy to trim. Nice sharp scalpel and gentle movements, and it's very easy to trim. And if you have an area outlined for Versacryl, you can place it into that area and trim it up. It's very clean material to work with. Now I'll mix up some more liquid, some softener and hardener, a few drops of each. Again, pour your Versacryl powder in slowly and mix at the same time. Now I'll be placing some more Versacryl again. This time, for adding Versacryl onto Versacryl or any other acrylic, you just need to prime with hardener liquid and then simply apply the Versacryl. If the Versacryl was mixed at a slightly runnier stage, there's no need to apply hardener liquid onto the Versacryl that we previously placed around that tooth, if the material is runny enough to be able to wet the surface. Now I'll put some around this premolar. I'll just take the whole lot off. This is another way of doing it, and then we can just push it around and get it into the areas that we want to by simply wetting our fingers and placing it in the areas that we want it in. So in the same mix you can pour around one tooth and apply it in a putty state around another tooth. And this too we can choose to trim, but now I'll I'll add on some more Versacryl around that tooth again, just to demonstrate to you that if you don't have enough, don't try to use the material that's setting. Mix up some new material and just add it onto that. You can keep on building it up like this rather than trying to do too much with the one mix. And because the material's runny, I haven't wet that area there, so we can apply it straight on, and it stays in position and it gives you enough working time. A way to increase your working time, if you choose, and it's a good idea to keep your liquids in the fridge. Being a bit cooler will give you a bit more working time.